What's going on, everyone? Jake Morgan, Shady Creek Marina, El Dorado, Kansas. Gonna do a real quick video on this 2025 model year Ranger RT188P. Parked on the boat ramp, so I'm gonna make this one quick. We have this specific boat optioned with these options that you can see on film here. This is a tandem axle trailer. We got a 6-inch manual setback on this and the boat cover. The rest of the options that you see on here are standard options. Things like the trolling motor and the Lowrance Elite 7 flush mounted in the console. Gonna do a quick walk around and get an idea of, try and get you a better idea of the size of this thing. This boat is 18 foot 10 inches, so it's almost a 19-foot boat. Powered by a Mercury 115 Pro XS. Here's our setback. These are the ratchets for the cover system. It does have the cover, just hadn't put it on yet. Transom tie downs come as part of the Ranger trailer package. Do have the nice wheels on this. Ranger and a lot of brands are following in suit. Actually, I don't really know who originated this, but this kind of road armor textured finish that they're putting on a lot of trailers these days. This stuff's awesome. Really does a good job against rock chips. It does have a surge brake lockout. It does come with a lockout key for your surge brakes on your coupler there. Swing tongue, standard. The secondary safety strap, that's standard. Spare tire, standard with that belly mount. All of this, the trailer, the step, everything here, that's all how that comes. Same with these little load guides. They make a nice trailer, and they actually build them in-house. Makes getting parts for them pretty nice because they usually have them on hand. What other stats do we have here? This boat is rated for 4 passengers, 24-gallon fuel tank, 92-inch beam on this thing. We do not have any graph up here at the bow. More often than not, with our Ranger boats that go out, we end up doing custom rigging on them. Trolling motors, graphs, power poles. I mean, we've done it all at least once. So if you wanted something changed on the electronics on this boat, because it is very basic, it's how it comes from the factory, we could do that in our shop. Something that we could incorporate into the deal or financing. Underneath here, double gas struts on our reinforced lid here. Got 8 rod tubes. Let's quickly go through the rest of these compartments and we'll wrap this up. On our step up here into the bow, it is got a drain in it, but just carpeted little storage. Coming over to the port side, you have an additional 4, 5, 6, 7 rod tubes there at the end and your tree in the back. This is where the oar comes, that's standard on this boat. The fire extinguisher I've yet to mount, discuss that with the customer on placement, and the propeller for the trolling motor, and it does come with that gimbal mount for the console graph if you wanted to move that around. You got draining storage right in front of the driver's seat on the starboard side. That locks, and that locks. So all, and the rod box locks. So all the compartments up here in the bow do lock. Additional carpeted storage here. There are retainer clips in that wall in the aft of this compartment for the seat bases, which is nice because if those get moisture on them and they stay lying on the bottom of the compartment, you can get rust stains from where the paint on the threads wears off. Again, reinforced lids, foamed on the bottom. The rod buckles up here on the bow are standard, cleats, everything. Yeah, this is all standard stuff. The fiberglass recessed foot pedal tray with the cup holder, all that. All right, quickly going through the rear. Here's a view of our helm. 4 passengers or 660 pounds, and we do have the max horsepower limit on this boat, that 115, and the P in that model designation indicates that this is a pad boat. So I'll hop out before I conclude this video and show that it's got a pad on the bottom side like a traditional fiberglass bass boat. It'll handle and lift similar. These are riveted in, so if you ever need to get underneath there for access, you have to re-rivet those. It's the only reason you'd really ever need to get underneath those for access is if you were running your own wires for rigging for anything. Both of those had drains in them. Our Livewell does have a divider, does have a pump out, does have a recirculator. Again, all this stuff's reinforced. You're not going to be flexing it when you're walking around. And finally, our last compartment here for our batteries, which does lock, has space for, give me a second for the camera to pick up this shadow, space for our 3 batteries, a group 24 size battery tray for your crank battery, and 2 27 size battery trays for your trolling motor battery. It does come with that Dual Pro 3-bank battery charger that is lithium ready, and it does have a circuit breaker right there on the inside for the main house and an inline one for the trolling motor. Pretty good access to our pumps. Sorry, I'm out. This light dark may not pick up the best. Easy access to our pumps there. Should be nice longevity purposes for maintenance whenever you need to replace a cartridge on one of those or the whole assembly. And of course our Ranger remote drain plug. Got a boarding ladder in case you take a spill or want to go for a swim, or you just get so upset you can't catch anything with a rod reel, you start diving in after fish. And here is that pad platform that I said I was going to show you. It's that shape of that whole bottom there. That is all our Livewell overflows and fills. Transom mounted transducer. And yeah, this is going to make a heck of a boat for someone. This is a good size boat for lakes around here. And being in Kansas, we try and put tandem axle trailers on stuff because we know people do a lot of towing. Ranger does a nationally advertised price. This is $41,835 for this boat. This model example payment, the fine print on that is assuming a 7.5% interest rate, 10% down, 180 months. That's what your monthly payment would be. Cool. That's about all I got for you. Quick little video. These aluminums are getting more and more impressive as they incorporate more and more robotics into them. Tighter tolerances. And yeah, if you think this might be a good fit for you, give me a shout sometime and we can go for a test ride. Thanks.